The Wrarth Warriors are the very definition of bug-eyed monster, insect-like aliens with razor-sharp teeth. The very sight of them is enough to send a bit of a shiver down your spine. But in Doctor Who are they, and what do they want with Earth? Well, the species recently showed up in The Star Beast, the first of 3 special episodes to celebrate Doctor Who's 60th anniversary. However, the Wrarth Warriors have a far deeper history than a single episode. As a result, they'll be focused on today's episode of our Doctor Who Explained series, so let's get into this. Spoiler warning, we'll be talking about the Star Beast, so if you've not watched the 60th episode yet, you can stream on BBC iPlayer and Disney+. Okay, let's go. Greetings everyone, I'm Jack and welcome to Tardis Central. If you want to keep up to date on all the latest Doctor Who news, lore and more, then make sure to hit that subscribe button to never miss a video from the team here at Tardis Central. You can also follow us on social media for your daily updates on the Doctor Who universe. As always, please let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. Also, suggest us another topic to cover, maybe in relation to the 60th, or maybe something else in the Doctor Who history. We need your suggestions. In the meantime, let's go. Most Whovians were first introduced to the Wrarth Warriors this past weekend with the Star Beast, the first of the 60th anniversary specials. Their design is startling, which really helps sell the idea that they're the baddies. Having an insectoid race done so practically was a risky choice, but it paid off in spades. We're first introduced to them as they startle Fudge. Like Fudge here, the viewer is supposed to be a little scared by them. After all, they'd not long ago been referred to as monsters by their cute and cuddly Meep.
There are others from the sky. They're hunting me down to kill me. Who are they? Monsters.
However, they're not here to terrorize humans. They've come to Earth to find the Meep. Their big moment in the special is the firefight between the Wrath and some unit soldiers, secretly under the control of Meep. It's here that their weapons technology and abilities like their wings properly show up. It's one of the coolest action scenes that the show's done to date probably. They next appear in the courtroom scene, as Zorgroth and Zrig teleport into a car park to talk through the Doctor's interaction with the Meep.
For the record, my name is Sergeant Zorgroth.
And I am Constable Zrig.
It's here that we learn these Wrarth Warriors were sent out into the galaxy to hunt out the Meeps that have been driven mad by the psychedelic sun. They're basically a Doctor Who version of Space Police, enforcing justice throughout the galaxy. After all, they are trying to avenge the Galactic Council, which had been slaughtered by the Meeps. The Wrarth's success in hunting the Meeps is evident, with the titular Star Beast, Beep the Meep, being the last one in the galaxy. Unfortunately, Zorgroth and Zrig don't survive this courtroom encounter with the Meep in the episode. They're both killed in action right after the Meep revealed its true nature. Although, more Wrarth Warriors were present as the Meep was finally arrested at the end of the episode. It's here that they sentence Beep the Meep to 10,000 years in prison, meaning that they're not going to be bothering the Doctor and co for quite some time.
Sergeant Zorgroth regrets retirement from active duty.
As you might know, the Star Beast special took its title from a classic Doctor Who magazine strip of the same name. In fact, on the surface, the story has a lot in common. They follow a remarkably similar basic plot, though tackle it in slightly different ways. Fun fact, we've done a Doctor Who Explained on Beep the Meep, you can go watch the video, but we'll be updating it sometime soon. You can also catch our episode review of the Star Beast if you've not seen it just yet. In the original comic, the Wrarth Warriors are again hellbent on finding the Meep, an on-the-run war criminal who has crash-landed on Earth. When the 4th Doctor materializes inside the Wrath ship in orbit around Earth, they take the desperate measure of turning the Doctor into an unwilling human, well, Time Lord Bomb, to destroy the Meep. Believing the Doctor to be a spy, they hope that the Doctor will make contact with the Meep. To double check this, a few of them stow away inside the Doctor's Tardis and follow him down to Earth. None of this plot materialised at all in the episode, which is where the Wrath had far more active role in the story, and we even got to see more of their culture and ship. The Wrarth Warriors are originally portrayed as antagonistic, not only putting a bomb inside the Doctor, but also haunting Sharon and Fudge as they shelter the Meep. In the episode, however, they're far more background characters. It's not until a bomb plot fails and the Wrarth Warriors go to kill the Meep themselves that the truth becomes evident. This reveal is much the same as the episode, although it's a black sun instead of a psychedelic one. It is Sergeant Zorgroth who reveals that the Wrarth Warriors were created by the Star Council as biological constructs of one of the 5 strongest races in the galaxy. They call themselves Law Enforcers of the Stars, fighting the Meeps across the galaxy. That's right, I said Zorgroth. Unsurprisingly, the names of the individual Wrath in the episode are lifted straight out of a comic. There is no courtroom scene in the comic either. Instead, the Doctor spends time hanging out with the Wrarth Warriors inside a house. I think that could have gone some more way into making the Wrath less terrifying, although as seen as camp as a child, I can't really complain either. After realization, the Doctor and Wrarth Warriors form something of an alliance. Despite their desperate tactics, they share the same goal as the Doctor, stopping evil. The fact such a hideous alien turns out to be friendly is a twist that only Doctor Who could pull off. Working together, the Doctor and the Wrath manage to defeat the Meep. In the comic, the Wrath take far more of an active role in the plot. For a comic strip, they exist almost as properly fleshed out characters. However, the special episode almost relegates them to a position of a background monster. Okay, so the comic and the episode are not all the appearances of the Wrath. Upon farewelling the Doctor at the end of the Starbeast comic, they recommend their planet for a holiday. It's described as having sulfuric acid seas and methane bogs. Sounds less than ideal, but we need to remember we're talking about insects here. The Doctor never visited their homeworld in any medium, however they did make a couple more appearances. There were 3 more Doctor Who magazine comic strips they were in, although in all of these they were a little more than just cameos. In Party Animals, there's a Wrath Warrior in a bar. In a matter of life and death, the Doctor created the image of one among many aliens to help fight off a vortex parasite. They also appear in The Crimson Hand, as one of the many aliens littering the background of the story. It wasn't until the Starbeast 2 that they appeared again in any major capacity. That's why there's a Starbeast 2 in Marvel's Doctor Who yearbook from 1996. I bet we won't see that on screen anytime soon. Then again, a lovely idea for series 14 or 15. The story briefly offered a little bit of insight into the legal system in the Wrath galaxy, in supposedly rehabilitating the Meep. Even though the Wrath Warrior prison guards expected the Meep to rot in prison, they comply with the Council's orders and set the Meep free. As you'd probably expect, Beat the Meep goes on something of a rampage. While the Meep's terror is eventually stopped by the Doctor, the Wrath aren't heard from again in the story. Where the Meep went after the story is supposedly back to a Wrath prison, but it remains unconfirmed, because that's actually every appearance of the Wrath Warriors to date. For something so supposedly prominent as space police, they remain firmly in the background of the expanded media. So, that's everything you know about the Wrarth Warriors. A beautiful creature design with a solid history in the Doctor Who expanded universe. With a creature design as gorgeous as this, it'd be a real shame if it's the last we see of them. Given their appearance in the popular Starbeast special, perhaps that will change. Who knows? Perhaps all this buzz will end up seeing those terrifying space police with hearts of gold much sooner than we think. If you want to keep up to date on the latest Doctor Who news, lore and more, then make sure to hit that subscribe button to never miss a video from the team here at Tardis Central. You can also follow us on social media for daily updates on the Doctor Who universe. That's it from Tardis Central. I've been Jack, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.